Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is CryptoTakeOver coming back with another Bitcoin analysis video for y'all. We make Bitcoin videos every single day on this channel, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way y'all can be updated every single video that we make. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to start off on our 15-minute time frame here. Bitcoin just had a recent run up all the way back up to that 9,600. So could this be a topping out pattern for us? Could this just be a lower high being set in since our 10K top out? Well, we're going to take a look at the chart to see what we can determine and kind of move forward from there. So thanks for coming back around, y'all. We're on our way to 3,000 subs. We're doing our next $100 giveaway at 3,000 subs. So make sure that y'all share this video, comment down below 3,000 subs. So that way I know that y'all are in good support of the channel. So looking at our 15-minute time frame to start off with, we are seeing our money flow kind of be kind of indecisive right now, just kind of moving sideways for the most part, not really determining what direction it wants to move. I mean, we did have our big nice little run up here, and now we're starting to kind of just see it move sideways just a tad bit, maybe a rounding off pattern just a little bit more. So guys, if y'all are wondering what indicators I am using the market cipher indicator by CryptoFace. I have a link to his channel down in the description box below, so feel free to go check his channel out as well. And then also we've just included the TI sequential and also Market God buy and sell indicator as well. But Market Cipher is our bread and butter on this channel, so if y'all are interested in learning a little bit more about it, stay tuned, right? And then looking at our 30-minute time frame here, we are putting in some lower highs here on our blue waves as well, and then now we are starting to see that opposite happen here. So we're really gonna have to wait to see what this money flow wants to do. The money flow did kind of move into that red, so this could be a short-lived rally. We might find resistance here on our zero pivot point with our blue wave too as well. Let's move on into our 45-minute time frame, see what we can determine. Also wanted to talk about our VWAP here. It does look like the bears are in control as of right now. Usually when price action is sitting underneath our VWAP, which is this gray line here, we'll see that the bears are the ball's in their court, and then vice versa. If price action is above the VWAP, then we can indicate that the bulls are in control of the market. So our VWAP sitting at about 94.62 right now. So we are kind of trending below that. Looking at our 45-minute time frame, we can kind of see here that our money flow is kind of rounding off just a tad bit. We are putting in signs of a red dot as of right now too as well. So let's move on into our hourly time frame, see what we can determine. Hourly time frame, finally getting a sign of that red dot there, waiting for it to confirm pretty soon. So it'll probably confirm here in the next 30 minutes or so. Probably by the time I upload this video, we might get a confirmation on that red dot down there on our Cipher B indicator. Let's take a look at our 90-minute time frame here. 90-minute time frame, also kind of moving out to the side just a tad bit. Money flow kind of rounding off, blue wave coming down too as well below that zero pivot point. Starting to see our red Heikenashis take place too as well, so we'll have to see how long that lasts for. Maybe this could indicate that we have a little bit further sideways action happening, and then we'll have to see what the market decides to do after that. Looking at our 2 hours giving us a pretty clear downtrend as of right now, with our blue wave headed back down below the zero pivot point too as well. Money flow still kind of trending out to the side for the most part, so no signs of a huge sell-off there on our 2 hour. But as we start to zoom out, we can kind of get a broader perspective of what might be ready to occur, getting our bearish count here as of right now too as well. And before we continue, I do want to tell y'all I do have one more spot left to fill with our 35% off special. The person that was going to fill the spot wants to wait until the beginning of June, so that way they don't have to double pay for the month of May and June. So if y'all are wanting to sign up and still get this 35% off special, y'all can wait till the beginning of June. I do only have room for one more person for the 35% off special. But if you would still like to get in at that price, just message me. We can work something out. But then after that spot fills, it will be back at regular price. So I highly encourage y'all to come check it out. First link in the description box below. You can see the perks, everything that you get with including the package too as well. access to my Patreon page, which has about 12 to 15 different private videos on there. Then also the private Discord channel and category as well. I give daily summaries, daily private summaries every single day on the market too. And then I just added the market guide indicator bot signals to the Discord server as well. So y'all will also get access to that too, and many other things, as well as my favorite altcoins and some other basically, you know, insider information that I've been accumulating about the crypto market for several years, and why we think that it'll go to where we want it to go in the near term future too as well. So feel free to check that out. Like I said, there's only one spot left for that 35% off special, but if y'all do want to you know, just feel free to message me if y'all want to work something out or whatever. But if that spot gets filled, then prices will be back at normal prices. Then also the YouTube membership page is available for subscribers and the audience in general. If y'all do want to subscribe, if y'all do want to sign up for the YouTube membership page, basically what I'm thinking everyone's going to get here. I've already had a few people sign up for it, so thanks y'all for supporting the channel. It is a little bit cheaper than the Patreon page, so this is another option for you as well. But what I'm going to provide for you on the YouTube membership page is basically my private alt charts. So I'll do altcoin reviews every once in a while. And then also I'll review the S&P 500, gold and silver, and maybe some fiat currencies as well throughout the month. So you want, if you would like to get those private analysis altcoin chart videos as well, mainly it's from requests that I get from my Patreon members. But if you do want to see a request, you know, once I start putting the videos out to the YouTube membership page, then just comment down below and let me know what altcoin charts you would like for me to review, and I'd be happy to go over those for y'all. So this is another option for y'all if y'all don't want to sign up for the Patreon page and the trading group page. The YouTube membership page is available for everyone as well too. Then also, like I said, we're doing our next $100 giveaway and one of my favorite altcoins at 3,000 subs. So I highly encourage y'all to get signed up for that. It's going to be the third link in the description box below. You want to go to CryptoTakeOver.io, fill out this little form. Basically, it's just you can put your email address, and if you have a Discord, that's just an easier way for me to get a hold of you if you do win. And I send out newsletters periodically, maybe like once a month or so, so I'm not going to spam you or anything like that. But feel free to get signed up for it. Our next $100 giveaway at 3,000 subs. I'll look forward to seeing y'all sign up for the newsletter. And then also the Telegram channel is available if y'all want to stay up to date with me. I post pretty much things from news articles to some of my charts as well in that Telegram channel, so y'all can go ahead and feel free to find the link in the description box and stay up to date with me on there too as well. So moving back into our charts, let's go into our 4-hour time frame, see what's happening here. 4-hour time frame, still money, our blue wave is kind of moving to the downside. As we start to zoom out, we can kind of see that our money flow's still been kind of rounding off ever since that 10K top out point. And so now we're just putting in lower highs here. And so that's really what we have to be noticeable of. You know, to not get too bullish right now, because on the macro line, this still is a lower high. As you can see here, this line has been ever since our 20K top of 2017 has been holding us down quite often. So this is our macro trend line resistance, sitting at about 9,800 right now. Right at about 9,800. And I said, hey, we could come back up and retest that. If not, then maybe we'll kind of die out from there. So it does look like we are putting in a lower high from our 9,600 area as well, and that's just something to be very notable of. We are starting to get that bearish count. We had our red dot here on our blue wave, and now we're kind of moving to the downside too. Money flow also rounding off. So our 4-hour time frame is very telling, and these mid time frames are very telling right now, just because our money flow has been coming out of the market, ready to move into that red money flow. Also putting in the red dots here as well. For the most part, it's starting to get our first signs of the bearish count. We have a 9 on our TI sequential here too as well. So very notable stuff here to just be aware of as of right now. I think this is an imperfect 9, if I'm not mistaken. So not a complete 9, but now that we're starting to get these bearish counts too, we can kind of consider that moving forward from here on out. So let's move on into our 8-hour time frame. See what's happening here. If we have any signs, we're getting an 8 right now, so I'd imagine that we'll probably put in a 9. That might be our top. Getting ready to maybe put in a red dot here as well on our 6-hour. So guys, hey, if y'all are enjoying this content, comment down below. Let me know that y'all are enjoying this content. Comment down below 6-hour chart. So that way I know that y'all are sticking around for the juicy part of this content, right? The juicy part of this video, because as we start to move into these higher time frames, they're just very telling of where we're at in this market right now, but also that we can expect a lot of volatility. Usually when Bitcoin moves sideways, we're expecting a lot of volatility, and that's what I tell my group. I'm like, hey, protect yourself. Don't do anything crazy. You don't need to go in at 100x leverage or even more than 10x leverage right now, just because the volatility is so high. We've been in a short ever since 9,700, right at about here when we top back out again. We've been in a short ever since then, and we've kept it, relatively low leverage. We haven't done anything crazy with it. So now we're just waiting for the proper moves in the markets to take place. And so, making sure that you have your stop losses set, that's all part of it, right? And so I really have a lot planned for this channel moving forward into the future, just because I want people to be aware of the risk, especially in this market, because it is so volatile, and people get too antsy with themselves. I feel like there's not enough patience in this market, right? And so that's one thing I've had to learn over time too, is just patience, and just, it's okay to just wait sometimes, and buying and hodling is okay. I always encourage people to have a hodl stash too as well. And that's really what it comes down to. So also y'all can join us in the Discord server if y'all do want to just come in there and chat it up with the community. There is a Discord server available, so come in there, chat with the family, TakeOver family. We're all there to help. So I really encourage politeness and everything like that. Whenever you click on the Discord link to join the server, you'll be brought to a welcome page. On that welcome page, you just need to make sure that you abide by those community rules and guidelines. And then once you hit that green checkbox, and that will give you access to the full Discord server. And then obviously the private category in the Discord server is for Patreon members only, and you need to be signed up in order to get permissions to that private category on the Discord server. So yeah, just come in there, chat with us, chat it up with the community. We're all there to help each other. If y'all have any questions, feel free to come in there and ask us too as well. So our 12-hour, we can kind of just see that, money flow's still kind of rounding off here, maybe anticipating a red dot pretty soon. Even our 21-hour, let's take a look at our 21-hour here. Although we are trending back up above our EMA, we've been kind of moving just sideways across it the whole time. So, we could see another cross back down under the EMA. And as these EMAs start to get a little closer, we could anticipate maybe a death cross happening too. So, unless they want to just, kiss and make up and go each other's separate ways. If not, then, we get the doom boy action. And so that's really what this channel is all about. We're just reading the charts. We're just being prepared to take one direction or the other, and not be frantic about it, and just have patience, and know that, we can't always go to the moon every single day. Unlike some of these other channels that always preach going to the moon, and things are just looking overall relatively, that's not just yet going to happen. So, and overall, I'm a relatively bullish person in the crypto market, but at the same time, you have to be kind of realistic about this, and given the economic situations and people wanting to save money, and rioting and looting and all this crazy stuff going on in the world right now, we kind of have to just take that into consideration too, and get an idea of people's psychology in the markets as well. And a lot of things about market trading and market analysis is a lot of psychology as well. So it's very interesting the way people react to certain things, and we can probably expect some reaction to occur probably going into the end of June, or maybe into the beginning of June, I'm sorry. Once we fulfill this symmetrical triangle here, which will probably be about that first week of June, we could probably expect a really big move to occur. So maybe something happening in the news too as well. It's written here in the charts that something big is going to occur. So now we'll just have to wait to see what that trigger is, right? And usually it's just a correlated event. It's not really necessarily like a trigger from the news necessarily, but you know, sometimes it can be. But a lot of times it's like, okay, we need a reason, and you know, not to get too conspiratorial, I guess, on this channel or whatever, but sometimes it can be like, okay, well, we need a reason, and so what's the reason going to be? Oh, okay, well, you know, everyone's riding, so dump. You know, it's like, it's time to dump it. No, just playing. So hopefully y'all are enjoying this. Sorry, I like get carried away sometimes, but you know, hopefully y'all are still enjoying the content. So the 2-day, obviously what I'm noticing here on these daily time frames is that, hey, we could end up getting a green dot relatively soon. Things are still starting to ride up above this EMA, and that's really where I expect us to kind of consolidate out into the symmetrical triangle just a little bit longer. I don't see us breaking one way or the other right now. I see a little bit more consolidation going on into that first week of June, maybe the second week of June, and then something big occurring then. So we're really going to have to be patient, wait, sit back, relax, and don't get too hasty out there, right? You know, let the trades come to you. You know, when the decision's ready to be made, once we start to get to the end of the symmetrical triangle, we'll notice a little bit more signs of whether or not we're going to break bullish or bearish, and then take our moves from then on out, right? So that's just a heads up. It does look like on some of these higher time frames we could be putting in a green dot relatively soon, but even as we start to zoom out just a little bit more, you know, the overall trend, the overall macro trend is still in a downward slope. So we just need to take that into consideration. We are kind of getting a little bit of a doji here. This 3-day has been on an overall red dot, no sign of a green dot just yet, although our VWAP is kind of moving sideways for the most part. I think even in our hash ribbons, we're still getting, you know, the capitulation sign there too. So maybe not as big of a capitulation as some of us, you know, were thinking, or that we could, you know, come back down to retrace, you know, relatively low. But I think there's still a big move ahead of us, and to see where that move might take us will be very interesting in the near-term future. Let me go back here. So yeah, y'all, I use the premium plan on TradingView. If y'all want to get signed up, use the link in the description box. If you are using Market Cipher in the Market Cipher indicator package, I would at least recommend that you have the Pro Plus plan. It allows you to have a few more indicators on the screen as well. And then also in my private Patreon channel, in my Patreon videos, I show you how to get TradingView, any one of these plans, for 50 to 60% off. So there's a nice little tip and trick that I show y'all in there, and it's basically how to get these plans for 50 to 60% off. It's pretty cool. So if y'all do want to get signed up for it, or if y'all are viewing the Patreon content and y'all have already signed up for it, make sure that y'all go back and use that little tip and trick to get 50 to 60% off as well for one of these plans. And then also, you know, I do have custom, I have my custom auto EMAs up here too, which is an all-in-one EMA package, and it's actually a custom code that I teach you how to set up inside of the Patreon page too as well. There's a private video in there. I teach you how to set this up using our custom code that was created. So feel free to check that out. And then also the buy and sell indicator, sometimes that I use on the channel. It's not the market guide indicator. This is actually a buy and sell signal that is free to use, but there's certain parameters that I have it set to, and I teach you how to set up those parameters in the private Patreon page too as well. And so one thing here, I always like to turn these on once we get into our higher time frames, and it's a good reminder for me too as well. But we are starting to see these sell signs here on our higher time frames too. So even if we move into our 4-day time frame, 4-day time frame has already confirmed a a sell signal. So that's just something to be notable of. It's not to be too crazy right now. We do sometimes have sell and then buy right afterwards too. So we're going to have to consider it. But, are things looking relatively bullish right now? That's the thing. So let's see, last time we had our sell signal here and then we had our buy, we were moving into that green money flow relatively nicely there, right? And so then as we start to zoom out and we're getting that sell signal once again, so what is Cipher B telling us on this sell signal? Well, it's telling us that we're moving back into that green money flow. So, to be relatively bullish right now, might not be a bad sign either. But at the same time, if we are going to be bullish, we really need to break this macro trendline resistance area, and that's sitting at about that 9,800 area. And as of right now, we topped out at 9,600 in our last little run up. So unless we can get back up to that 9,800 where our trendline resistance is and break through that, then I feel like there's really no need to be overall too bullish right now. It is just another lower high that we are putting in. So that's just giving that said, we can zoom out even more. We'll go into our 5-day time frame here in just a second. But yeah, I did want to tell y'all about that. If y'all do want to use the links in the description box, and also 3 Commas allows you to create your own trading bot. If y'all are interested in creating your own trading bot, check out 3 Commas. It's a great platform to use. I use it to get in and out of the markets relatively quickly on some of the leverage exchanges. So pretty cool if y'all want to check that out. And then also, if y'all just want to buy and hodl, I'd recommend buying at least a Ledger Nano X or S. They allow you to have your cold storage available to you at any time. And remember, not your keys, not your coins. So only trade with a small percentage of your bag, and don't leave anything else on the exchanges. And then we use Bybit for the most part. In my trading group, if y'all are interested, check the links in the description box to sign up for this leverage trading platform. If y'all are interested, they do have a testnet platform, so you can actually paper trade BTC on the testnet platform. Once you get signed up, come over here, ask chat support how to access the testnet. It's like a 2-step process. They'll step you through it, and then you can just practice your trading. And that's really what I encourage a lot of people to do beforehand, even before they join my group. Have you practiced trading before? Have you used the testnet before? That's usually some of the questions that I'll ask them, and I'm thinking about actually doing that beforehand now. Are you in any other trading groups? Have you traded before? Is this your first time trading? Are you familiar with the platforms and how they work? What indicators are you using right now? Are there any paid indicators you're using? These are like kind of questionnaire questions I'm thinking about presenting to people before they join the Patreon page. It's just because I can only have so much time to work with people one-on-one. And I'm also thinking about creating a nice little teachable course as well. So that might be in the works going on into June. I'd be happy to do that for y'all as well. It's just going to take a little bit of time to get all those videos out, but maybe that's a possibility. It's going to be like a path to crypto kind of guide too as well. So I'm super excited to start working on that, but it's going to be a little while. And so that's just one of the things. If you are wanting to sign up with our trading group, make sure that you have at least practiced trading before. That's all I encourage y'all to, do. And so that way we don't have to hold your hand through everything. But obviously, if you haven't practiced at all, then just join the Discord group, come in there and ask us questions, and we can help you out as best to our ability too as well. Then also Prime XBT is another leverage trading platform that you can use to trade the S&P 500, gold and silver as well. You can find links in the description box below. And then Fimex is also another leverage trading platform where you can actually put in 2 different orders, a short and a long at the same time. So pretty cool stuff. Check Fimex out if y'all are interested. Links in the description box. And then also the Brave browser is a browser that I use to earn passive income in the crypto space. So I click little ads in the bottom right hand corner, and at the beginning of each month it'll pay me a percentage of how many ads I clicked in the bottom right hand corner into BAT token, which is another cryptocurrency basic attention token. And if you haven't done any research on it, definitely do your research on it. It's a great tipping platform. Y'all can tip me in BAT token on my YouTube channel too as well. So there should be a BAT icon next to the YouTube channel if you are viewing it, and you can always leave me BAT tips as well if y'all are interested. So Feel free to check out the Brave browser, super lightweight browser, pretty much all ad-free browsing experience. You can totally opt out of ads if you want to, as well, if you don't want to earn that passive income. And then also another way to earn some passive income inside the crypto space is CryptoTab browser, which allows you to mine BTC straight from your web browser. So if y'all are interested in that, feel free to use the link in the description box. And then as you can see here, I've been collecting BTC Bitcoin using this CryptoTab browser and letting it just run in the background to do its own process. So I have it running on about 2 different computers right now that I don't really use anymore, and they're basically just mining Bitcoin for me. So you can check CryptoTab browser out if you're interested. It's an easy way to start mining without the hassle of setting up ASIC miners or AMP miners or anything like that. You can also download the app on your phone or your Android and mine from the tablet itself if you'd like to. Then feel free to check us out on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure that you follow us on those platforms. Message me if y'all have any questions whatsoever. Don't forget, there is one more spot available for that 35% off. If y'all do want to join us in there, feel free to join it. I would imagine it's going to go pretty soon. If you want to wait till the beginning of the month to sign up so that way you don't have to double pay, then go ahead and wait till the beginning of the month. And if that spot's already filled, just feel free to message me and we can work something out too as well. Let's move back into our time frames here. So we are on our 4-day time frame. We're getting that red dot there. Now VWAP's kind of moving out to the side. We're going to wait to see whether or not this VWAP wants to start clipping back down the other way, or if it just wants to continue. If we do end up getting a green dot here on our 4-day, I would imagine that would push us back up to that 9,800 area. Now that's going to be very strong resistance for us moving forward. So is 9,800 going to be able to break for us? That's the only key thing that we have to figure out. So let's move on into our 5-day. And I think our 5-day and our 6-day are really going to be telling for us for the most part. We are starting to get that first sign of our bearish count as of right now. We have our red dot here on our 5-day as well, ready to confirm by the end of this month on the 30th. So we're gonna have to wait to see how this red dot plays out, if it's going to confirm or not. As of right now, it does look like it will confirm. We are seeing our topped out 9 sequentials as well, and money flow also moving to the downside. No sign of a sell signal yet on our 5-day chart, but you know, that could be coming relatively soon. And then also let's move on into our 6-day time frame. Take a look here. Our 6-day also giving us a sign of a 9 topping out pattern too as well. Maybe a red dot might be coming here by the end of the month as well. So we'll have to wait to see how that kind of wants to play out for the most part. And then if we kind of zoom out even more, if we go into our weekly time frame, let's see what's, I'm just kind of curious what kind of counts we're getting right now. Still getting an 8 count, maybe an 8th and a 1. We'll have to see how that kind of plays out. And then maybe anticipating a red dot here as well, for maybe another move back to the downside. So I definitely think that there's going to be a lot of sideways chop. We need to protect ourselves as much as possible, so that way people just don't get too frantic in these markets as of right now. Let's move on into our 2-week. I just kind of want to look at the overall structure here as of right now. Man, our 2-week called this 9 top perfectly with the sequential. That's pretty freaking amazing. That's the first time I actually seen that. So very cool stuff. And then you know, our 2 weeks still having a bullish count as of right now, but you know, not to be over concerned with it. I think that there's still probably going to be a lot of sideways chop action. We had a 1 2 3 4 before we had our capitulation down to that 88 or 3,800 area too as well. Moving on into our 21-day, let's see what our 21 day is giving us just really quick. Yeah, I had a 1-2 here on the 21-day, and then we had our capitulation move back down. But other than that, I really don't see much going on here. I'm surprised market guide actually comes up this high to pick up, you know, some of these moves here. So very interesting. Let's move. I did want to go back to our 2-week. I did want to see what market guide was kind of telling us here on our 2-week. It gave us a sell signal back here. And then we had the capitulation move down. So just kind of back testing these buy and sell signals here on market guide too as well, just to see what they might be telling us. Our 2-week looks pretty telling for market guide, giving us a clear direction of signal, but also at the same time we're getting in this very sideways chop pattern action here. So we're gonna have to wait to see what Bitcoin wants to do. Still sitting in our red money flow as of right now, but will that last long? It's yet to be determined. We're gonna have to take this day by day for the most part. I'm already putting on a 30-minute video here, so let's go ahead and end this with the monthly time frame, and then we can sign out. Monthly time frame, you know, you can't really tell too much. Our TI sequential did give us that 9 top here at the 20K top out, so that's pretty interesting there too. But it had a few more bullish counts, and then it had an extended bull count here that led us back up to that 20K area. So we are starting to start a extended bearish count here. That's just something to be noticeable of, but other than that, it's really too soon to be determined. Now it looks like we're struggling with that 9,400 area. So guys, thanks for sticking around for the end of this video. Comment down below 1 month chart if y'all did stick around till the end of this video. I really appreciate it. Putting on a 30-minute video here for everyone. And I'll look forward to seeing y'all inside of the trading group page as well. If y'all want to wait till the beginning of the month, so that way y'all don't have to pay double, then feel free to wait till the beginning of the month. And if y'all have any questions, feel free to message me. And I will see y'all on the next video. CTO signing out.